Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hello friends. Hopefully you all are having a wonderful Monday. It is a chill day in my living room. We are drinking some immune boosting lemon tea. We are doing some readings today. Hello friends, welcome in. I hope this live stream brings you guys some peace today. I'm in like a very zen mood, even though our moon is waxing. We're in a first quarter moon right now. I am feeling on the decline myself, coming into the more, what is the PC term? The low energy part of my monthly cycle. And I'm just here to try to bring some good vibes. So hopefully you guys are here for the same. Let's take a look at who has some questions. Thank you guys for liking the live stream. For the first time ever, we have the same amount of questions being asked versus the same amount of likes, which I really appreciate. All right, Amy. Yeah, that was a horrible shuffle. Let's try that again. All right. Has Jordan Lieber been missing Amy or thinking of her? We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. That is a yes. All About Me. Hello, how are you? Rupali. Polly says, will Sanam come in tomorrow's hearing and do the settlement with us? Interesting. He hasn't decided yet, but I think he is willing. I think this is going to turn out a yes once tomorrow gets here. I have here the Three of Pentacles, and this is like a collaboration. So this is like a third party coming in to try to figure something out together. So I am getting ultimately a yes. All About Maine. Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Has William thought about All About Maine over the weekend? Please show me a yes or a no. I am getting a yes. All About Maine. Nine of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Thinking about you, but not sure what to do about it. Paloma. Is A Paloma's twin flame? Paloma's thinking of a person, first initial A. Is this her twin flame? You know what? I'm going to go with a yes. We have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. We're going to go with a yes, girl. Anna, hello. Lots of twin flame questions today. Is C Anna's twin flame? Is C Anna's twin flame? Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Please confirm yes or no, please, Spirit. Please confirm. Anna, I'm getting more like life partner, like a soulmate, someone like a true love type of thing here with this person. Not really a twin flame. Hey Kate, yes, I'm still doing free questions. Charmaine, thank you for the donation. SB, thank you for the donation. Amy, thank you for the donation. My goodness, guys. All right. I am updating the donation list right now for everyone. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Hello, SB. Welcome back in. I got you on the list, girl. Kay says, does Maurice feel bad about yesterday? Wow. Does Maurice feel bad about yesterday? I am getting a yes, Kay. I'm getting a yes. 5 of Cups and 4 of Cups means that he's thinking about it and he is not happy. He's having sad thoughts, bad thoughts, things like that. All right, Lucy said, is Carlos my soulmate? Show me a yes or a no for Lucy. I am getting a, ooh, interesting. You have more than one soulmate, Lucy. This is one of them, but there's also more than this person. Anna, I answered your question earlier. If you would like this second question answered, you can donate $3. Oh my goodness, Kay, damn girl, well, good on you. We have 5 minutes left of the free list, and we are moving on to donations. All About Maine is first. All About Maine, if you would like to post your question now, feel free to do so. Let's see. Or if you want me to just read from the donation, I can do that as well. Amy, I know. Once I can get my office organized, because, like, I should just actually just show y'all a picture of what that shit looks like. My office, you can't even walk in it. right now because it's just full of wedding stuff that has taken over. And I need to go through it. And it's, how stressful it is to plan a wedding. And, well, not stressful, but it's a lot of work. I guess it could be stressful. It's been 2 weeks and I have yet to even attempt that room. I might at this week at some point, but we've got Thanksgiving and everything that we've got to focus on. So we'll see. But the whole reason I'm going down that road, anyways, with this story is that my dowsing rods are in the office, but I cannot get to them right now. So I'll bring those back at some point. Those were fun questions for sure. They were freaking me out though. SB, will I find a place to move into next year that I'll love? So SB, they're showing like needing a little bit more stability first. I'm not getting that it's going to happen next year. You can speed up your timeline, but it probably won't happen either way before summer. But they are showing me probably not next year. If so, the later part of the year. Carla, hello and welcome in. All right, Carla says, does A like me? Show me a yes or a no. Wow, this card just flew out. I am getting a yes. Carla, your feelings are returned. Your feelings are mutual. So what this card means is that if you are into this person, they are also into you. If you are not, then they are not. So you have to take it as like a balanced card. They're mirroring you right now. So whatever you're feeling, they're also feeling. It's mutual. But with that card in general, it's a yes for me. We have 1 minute left of the free list. I'm really liking this deck today. SB, good. I'm glad. We'll have to see what happens for you. All right, I'm gonna drink some of my tea. Hopefully it's cooled off some. Oh my god, that's so good. Yeah, that's delicious. Who in here is like a coffee girly? Or versus tea? What's y'all's preference? And if you get drinks from Starbucks, what's like your drink order that you love to get? You love both. Oh, hey, all about Maine. Cool. I see you posted it. I was just going to copy and paste, but I wanted to make sure that was okay with you first. You love both, Amy. I love coffee, but I have not had coffee in probably 7 years. That's probably very shocking to many people. But I have not had it in a very long time. I had one sip on accident. I ordered something and they put coffee in it. That was not intentional, but and I didn't drink it. But outside of that, it's been 7 years. I'm like a chai tea girly. Like that's my favorite thing to get or to order. Hey Ray, how are you? Good. We're about to get started on the donation list and we're just talking beverages. Go-to coffee at Starbucks when it's Christmas is their chestnut praline. That actually sounds divine. You get it hot, right? You get it warm. Shuffling for All About Maine. Will Lamar do what's right to keep All About Maine in this relationship? Lamar do what's right. Great, I'm doing so good. I hope you're doing well today. Looks like we're a little blurred on the screen. I'm going to refresh really quickly. I don't know why whenever it's our live stream it does that. It makes no sense. I'm like, and I have to refresh every once in a while. So if you guys ever see it on your side where it's like blurred or it's not as crisp, I know it's not going to be perfect, but basically however clear that you see it now, just let me know because I don't realize it a lot of the times and like your readings are blurry AF and I don't want to do that to y'all. So just give me the heads up. It randomly happens throughout the live stream as well, but Ray, I got your donation. You'll be after Liz, and I will put you on the donation list very soon. I need a little bit more clarity. Charmaine, really quickly. I'm just trying to see here. Yeah, these cards, I'm feeling these cards today. Will he do what's right? Will he do what's right? I'm giving you a couple extra cards, Charmaine. I'm trying to get some clarity here. So the one word that I'm hearing very clearly right now is deliberation. So what that means for you and him in this connection is that he hasn't fully decided to make any decisions to make this relationship work or provide more effort to you. That decision has not been made. The thought's been swirling around his head on what can I do that I can still get what I want, but I'm not completely like changing who I am or what I want, but still giving to her what she needs from me. So I feel like he's definitely thinking about these things. He hasn't like completely blown you off in the sense that like he's not thinking about you, because he is. The things that you have said do play a part, and they have had an effect on him. And I feel like for him, he's just trying to navigate how to do what you want him to do, but also still feel like he's staying true to himself. Because right now, I feel like the things you're wanting from him, he's not in the mentality to provide. And so I feel like he wants there to be both of you guys winning on both sides. He wants you both to be happy. He wants you both to get what you want, but he doesn't want you to compromise, and he also doesn't want himself to compromise. I see him being very good at getting what he wants. He's the type of person that you know that expression, like, you can't have your cake and eat it too? That's like an expression. And like, he's saying, I can, though. I can have my cake and eat it too. So here he is, just like indulging in a chocolate cake, sitting on his throne, and keeping all of this luxury to himself. I do see here some type of, what am I trying to say? Working together to find a solution. Again, he doesn't want to compromise your individual needs, but he might be willing to talk about a middle ground. I think that you're not going to fully feel fulfilled the way that you should, and I think he's also not going to either. And I think that there is going to be some feeling left here of disappointment, is what I'm getting. Yeah, but all about me. And sometimes when people like, it may be right, it may be true, and it may be honestly how he feels about the settlement. But I also feel like anything that he can hold on to give you hope, or anything that he can tell you to give you hope and delay what you want from him, could as very well be an excuse. It doesn't mean that he doesn't believe it, but it also means that if he says, like, oh, well, let me just wait till I get this job, or let me wait until I get this house, or let's wait until I get this settlement, or whatever the thing is that he's grasping. I feel like he's, number one, utilizing it as a crutch to delay either the inevitable or delay what you want from him, but he can still keep you. And then the other thing is that I feel like people who are constantly chasing after happiness, when they don't experience it in their present moment, they're saying, I will be with you when, I will be happy when, I will do this thing when. And to me, that feels kind of like a cop out, and it also doesn't feel very healthy, because you should be happy now, no matter what your circumstances are. You should want to be with someone now, no matter what your circumstances are. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I'm not going to straight call him a liar or say that he's completely lying to your face, because there are a lot of times people will say things and they think that they mean it in that moment. So I think honestly, it could be some half truths, and it could be some things that he honestly hasn't even accepted or admitted to himself as well. So overall, though, the feeling I'm getting is that neither of you are going to end up happy in this situation, um, unless you change your wants and needs, or he does. But as of right now, it seems like things are kind of standing still. So next up we have SB. SB, if you're here, please check in with me. All about Maine. Should you walk away? Let's just say you were my bestie. Let's just say you were a friend of mine in real life and you came to me and I knew everything that you'd been through with this person. And you were like, your honest opinion, should I walk away from this person? I would say yes. Because from my experience, any relationship that's worth having is easy. Like, I don't mean you guys don't have your issues. Every once in a while, you don't have things to work through, but every day it gets better and better despite any obstacles. Whereas I feel like in the situation for you, things are getting worse and worse. And a relationship that's worth it will just be simple. They'll make you a priority. They'll tell you that they want to be with you. They won't play any games. They won't make it confusing. And as they say, what's for you is not confusing. What's for you is clear. So if anything is causing you confusion around this situation, it's not meant for you. And that's what I would say. Ultimately, you have to decide what you're going to do here. But if I was giving you advice, I would say, yeah. Thanks, Maine. All right, so SB says, can I have a BOGO 10 card? A BOGO 10 card? And one. Oh, so SB, the BOGOs are up to 10 cards per question. If I feel like I've answered it in full or I'm like going in circles over and over again, then I usually won't pull. But most of the time, you do get 10 cards per question with the BOGOs. And you said 1 5 card, pretty please. Sounds good. I got you, girl. I got you. All right. SB said, I had a profound dream last night about my love life or future love life. What messages was it sending me? What messages was her dream sending her? Ooh, a new start. A new start is coming for you. Maybe your dreams were preparing you for what's to come. So your dream could have served as a premonition. What is this dream telling her, please? What is this dream telling her? Don't let your past hold you back. So if your dream was about someone new, going into this with an open mind, if this dream was about someone from the past, maybe they're saying don't let how things went down before affect how things are going to go in the future. Spirit is saying hold your vision. So with the hold your vision, I feel like your dream could have come through possibly by giving you some maybe hopefully positive, okay, I was going to say positive feedback because I loved it honestly was meeting new people. So spirit is kind of saying that if you like this, just continue on with this plan because ultimately you create your life, and so it's important that you focus on what it is that you want versus what it is that you don't want. I actually heard something the other day which I thought was kind of interesting from a manifestation coach. And the manifestation coach said that you have to negotiate with the universe. So let's just say you're like, I want someone new in my love life. I want someone who's smart, and we're going to go with 3 things so I don't forget: smart, handsome, and loving. Okay. But the universe goes, okay, I got your smart and your handsome, but not very loving or affectionate. Because the universe wants to see if you're going to settle every single time. So if you settle for that person, they go, okay, I'm good. We're done. We're done here. But if you go, actually, I love that he was, I already forgot the first 2 things, but he wasn't the third thing. So I'm negotiating with you, universe. I'm going to shut this down with this person. I'm going to send my request back to you, fulfill it better the second time. So the second time comes around and they're like, we got your 3 things and they're European. Then you're like, okay, I'm going to settle for this person. But again, if they only give you the 2 out of the 3 and you're like, oh, I love that they're European, now I want to add something else to my list, and you go, I'm going to shut it down with this person. Universe, we're negotiating. It's like this back and forth. Do you get what I mean? So one thing about manifestation that I learned is that sometimes you can manifest things into your life that you kind of wanted. It was like an almost situation, but you settle for it because you think that that's where it ends, and it's not. You got to negotiate it, right? So when it says like hold your vision, why I went down kind of that road there with that story is because experience new people, experience new things, hold on to that feeling, that dream that you had that made you feel so good, and know that if this isn't coming to you and you want that thing, send it back and tell them to fix it. Tell the universe to fix it for you and send something back in. Hold your vision. Don't let that idea go because something else comes through that you might settle with or settle for. I love that you said it was so good. It spoke on moving past insecurities, but I know there were other messages. It was beautiful. The people weren't my typical, but I was happy with them. Oh, that's so sweet. Sometimes you do have to kind of get a little bit out of your comfort zone when it comes to dating people, because you'll realize that your type is in there somewhere in that person, but maybe they're not exactly how you imagined. But as long as they're better and you're not settling, then I think that's perfect. This card almost tried to come out, so I am going to give it to you. And it says, confidence is your key to success. It's important because, and it's interesting, I just intuitively set these on top of each other because you said moving past insecurities, letting go of insecurities. The opposite of insecure is confidence. So I find that very interesting. Spirit, what else was this dream trying to tell SP? What else was this dream trying to tell SP? SP, I also would love, if you don't know off the top of your head, to look into your north and south node, specifically because it's coming through right here. So go to your birth chart and find out what your south node is and your north node is. And pay very much attention to the north node because you are leaving the south node energy and moving into north node energy. So, for example, if you are a south node Leo and a north node Aquarius, you may be leaving the mentality of being self-centered or self-focused and moving towards more expansive concerns of like people outside of you and how you can help those people outside of you. It goes from like internal to external. So find out what your south. Okay, so your north node. Okay, got you. So your north node is Aries. So I would say Aries with a south node in Libra, being that maybe before you in this life or in your past life, whatever, however it resonates, is that you were all about balance, doing what was fair. You wanted to make sure that everyone was happy. You might have been very diplomatic. You might have been the mediator. If you you might have been the peacemaker between people. You might have felt like, screw my own self, screw my own wants and needs. I have to put others before myself, because for me, I have to do what's fair and just and try to balance the situation out. And in that sense, you may have neglected your own wants and needs. So, Spirit is saying, don't be that person anymore. It is definitely great to be caring of others, but it's important as an Aries North Node to go after what you want and break free from that South Node in Libra. Aries are in charge, they go after what they want. If someone's talking over you, they go, "Excuse me, I wasn't finished." Then they speak louder. Like, Aries are very focused on what they want, and they're very vocal about it. They're very passionate about it. And so it's like, for you, it's important that you work towards your North Node in Aries. So learn about Aries, learn how they process things, learn what they're like, what they do, what their passions are, what type of personality or characteristics that they would have, and try every day to do things to work towards that. Hey, Asim, how are you? What was this stream trying to tell SB? What was this stream? That's so crazy, because it says a new start is coming and you have the death card. So this is the death of your old life, moving on to something new. You're really taking inventory through this stream and in your daily life since having this stream, on like this internal work. It's interesting that the dream spoke to you so strongly. I think that was for a reason. I think it's because this dream is supposed to stick with you in your waking life. This dream does talk about meeting new people, socializing. Again, your love life here is the center of the reading. And more specifically, it's talking about only give your energy and your attention and your focus into things that are going to be fruitful for you. Don't waste your energy on things and people that aren't giving back to you. Be very mindful and careful about who you give your energy to, because as long as you're getting something back, then you're going to reap the rewards of that harvest, that hard work that you put in. If you do not, everything's going to be dead. So Spirit is saying, just be very selective, be very discerning. But yeah, that's what I've got for you. So what is your second question? Yes, I'm in my North Node Aries in my career, but want to be that in my love life and personal. That's good. I really like it. Hey, Asin, thank you for the donation. Let me add you to the list. Aw, I'm doing well, thank you. Yes, I'm doing very good. Initials of the workbook. Okay, initials of the workbook. Got you. I'm doing a workbook called CITO. How will this change my life and being intentional? All right, SB is doing a workbook called CITO. How will this change her life? Oh, ignore that that list that I just posted. That is inaccurate. Let me fix it. Yeah, Ray, you definitely are. I copy and pasted the wrong list, and that was my bad. How will this change her life, please? What the? That's interesting. A new romantic cycle begins. How will this change her life? Ooh, okay. So something tells me, SB, that this is like knowledge that you have, that you're sharing or helping others with. Spirit is showing me for some reason that this is like how you meet a potential partner. Just because I have the new romantic cycle begins and bring love into the situation, the main thing here is be bold and make the first move. So I feel like Spirit is going to say, or is saying, that you are being rewarded for this intentional project, because you are maybe getting outside of your comfort zone and doing something that's not necessarily usual or typical for you. They're saying that this is going to pay off. You're getting uncomfortable with the comfortable. You need to follow these desires on your heart, and you will be rewarded for these things. So how is it going to change your life? There will be payoff. There probably will be payout. I am like getting some type of funding, possibly. Help. Okay. Got you. It's saying surrender to the divine, and a fiery climax approaches. So this right here tells me payoff. So maybe the payout that I was getting might not be financial. I mean, it might be. Maybe this will help you, in your career or something. But I'm specifically getting that it's going to help you in your love life. This could be what's bringing in a new person for you, because you are doing the work and being intentional. You are having the divine guidance and blessings. This is going to give you confidence. This is going to make you feel like you're set up more for the future, more for the coming days, that you're doing the work now to have a better life moving forward. This is going to help your child. I am getting money here. Okay, maybe you take some things that you've learned and somehow apply it to your job. And I think overall it's just going to give you some good balance. So it's interesting how they're saying it's benefiting people outside of you. This isn't just going to help you, but this is going to help the people around you, the people that you interact with on a daily basis. This is also helping them, which I find is very beautiful. what is your mini question? After SB, we have Liz. Liz, if you would like to post what we're doing for you as well as your questions, I'm ready for it. Are you ready for it? I don't even listen to T Swift, but of course that popped in my head. So Amy, are we doing the okay, got you. First person channeling. Perfect. All right. Details on next new boyfriend for SB. Details on next new boyfriend for SB, please. All right, these two came out together, getting Leo fire energy. This could be fire sign. Also, fire rising or moon as well, or just very heavy fire in the chart. I feel like even though this isn't about him, this is about your relationship together. Is I do feel like you have him eating out of the palm of your hand. Like he worships the ground that you walk on. I feel like he is so like into you. I feel like you just really have this like big influence over him. And for him, this might be a new feeling because I'm getting that like usually it's the other way around. Usually he is like the one being doted on and now he's like doting on you. I think he's just so impressed by you and taken by you that he like just is in awe of you, and that's just a relationship characteristic. I find that he is a little artistic, but I wouldn't say like that's his main thing that he does, but I would say he might surprise you with like little ways that he's creative. So he might be able to whittle, or he might be able to draw really well, or he might be able to play an instrument or sing or something. I feel like there's something in him that has like a creative attribute. But I'm getting that it's not like the main thing that he does. It's just kind of like a cool little like thing, like a cool little anecdote about him. So he might have told you like he did this and this when he was younger, or this is still something that's a hobby of his. But yeah, I'm getting like he does have an artistic quality. Details on the new boyfriend. It's so interesting because I keep getting like this bad boy. I feel like you're gonna have a book boyfriend. You know what I mean by that? Like I feel like you're gonna have like the boyfriend or the partner that's like perceived as a bad boy, or like always might have been a bad boy, but you're the one that has changed him. Like not like you're going to have to change him, but like he will have changed for you upon entering in the relationship. So that's kind of like the vibe. I'm specifically getting it. I kind of got it a little bit with the Knight of Wands, but then I was like, okay, the motorcycle is speaking to me here. But I feel like he's coming into this like ready for his person. He's ready for a sidekick. He's ready for, okay, and as I say that, 2 of Cups come out of the deck. Like he's saying, I'm here, babe, I got my ride. You're here. Do you want to ride with me? Like I'm available. There's no one sitting in my passenger seat. You know what I mean? Like he's saying I'm coming into this like ready to go. 2 of Cups talks about just having a lot of like affection for you. If I were to guess, I'd go brunette. I feel like he is both equally emotionally invested in this connection as well as physically invested in this connection. So you're never going to doubt his interest in you. As far as like his attraction for you, it's very apparent. I'm not picking up, he might be vocal about this, but if anything, he's very physical about it. So you're going to definitely sense like him wanting to be with you, be near you. Something tells me like sense of like physical touch. Physical touch is like one of his love languages. Back scratches, head scratches, holding you, cuddling you, giving you massage, and vice versa. He likes receiving it that way, but something tells me he just like likes the closeness. He likes being like right there next to you, which is kind of funny because in the strength card they show a lion like right by her side, and I'm kind of getting like that type of vibe. Is this person like just wants to be near you? I'm not outside of hair, I think brunette, I'm not picking up any other physical attributes, but I do feel like he comes into this like, oh yeah, here's the thing, he's sowed his wild oats already. Like he's here for a long time, not a good time, if that makes sense. Like, of course, he wants to have a good time, but he's coming into this going, I've already had my experience. I'm ready for something different. And I think that's where you guys meet feeling good about the connection, because everyone has a past. He doesn't judge you for yours, you don't judge him for his, and he's just like here, he's just ready. So that is what I've got for you, girl. Thank you, SB, for your donation. We are going to get started on Amy's channeling, but really quickly before I go do that, I don't want to like interrupt the reading, so I am going to run to the restroom really quickly, and then when we get back we'll get started on that for her. After Liz we have Ray for a mini, and then we have Asin after that. Donations are open. I'm not on a time restraint today. Normally, or like last week, I think every day except for one day I was like 1 hour only. We're about to hit an hour, and I'm good. We're just gonna keep rocking and rolling until we get through this list. So anyone who wants to donate, they are open. Feel free to do so. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. We are about to work on Amy's reading. All right, so this is a channeled reading. If you guys haven't been here before when I do them, they can take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to do. So bear that in mind. I will be here. I'll be monitoring the chat. If you jump in and you have a question, I will be able to answer it. But it might be kind of silent for a little while, so just letting y'all know. So first things first, Amy, seasonal depression is really hitting him like hard. I don't think you are aware, or he's made you aware of the severity of what he experiences during this time. It could be the lack of sun, but also this might not be the best time of year for him. Just in general, historically speaking, his experience, it might not have been the best. And he tends to kind of like revert back to old coping mechanisms. So I just want you to know, like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Because the stuff that's going on in my head right now is not the healthiest. He has like unhealthy coping mechanisms as well. He probably should talk to someone, get some help for this. It just doesn't sound very, it doesn't sound very healthy. He's not a toxic person in general. He's a very good person, but he suffers. I'm glad that he has a counselor. Okay. So now that I know that I'm kind of like connecting with his energy, we can go ahead and get started. Amy, I think it might be good for you to ask him and be like, I don't want to pry, but I just want to make sure that even though you're not talking to me, you are talking to someone. Because I think he needs that reminder if he's not. All right, Jordan, where do you and Amy stand? Where do you and Amy stand, please? So, okay, I think he's already starting to talk. Amy, I read what you said. I just didn't repeat it. Man, he's got something to say. I haven't even pulled a card yet. I want you to pay attention. Like if you see him again, pay attention to how he writes, because I think he like throws in like his middle. I feel like he like kind of crowns the pen for some reason. I've caught myself writing like that a couple of times. Interested to see if he writes like that. Yeah. All right. I don't know if it helps Luna, but he's told me that his love language is physical touch or actions. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, the subconscious is talking. Maybe because he doesn't talk too much. He has a lot to say. I'm like eating trail mix over here. So I'm like trying to like clear my throat and stuff so I can tell you what he says. So he says, I get to the point where I know I'm going to cry, so I stop myself. I don't let myself feel the full spectrum of my feelings. I would rather be numb, and that isn't good for you, or me, or anyone. I don't handle things well. Because of this, I don't allow myself to feel my full feelings that I have for you. I only want to do right by you, and I am failing miserably. All I do all day is think about the same things over and over. It's exhausting. The same thing about, what is this word, Jordan? What is this word? The same thing about worrying about other people. I don't care to think about myself. What I want you to know about me is I try to be a good person, and what I tell you is the truth. Right now, I'd love it if you would just be understanding of me at this time. Let me process this as I know how. It's something I have dealt with for a long time now, and this has nothing to do with you. You have been such a light of joy, and nothing but that. I am sorry you aren't getting what you deserve with me right now. I wanted to be different from them for you. And he like puts a star or a circle around them. So I don't know if you've talked to like him about your past relationships, but he's saying like I wanted to be, or I want to be different from them for you. I am still trying. Thank you for giving me space. This won't last forever. Just know I am giving more to you than anyone else in my life right now. This is my 100%, and it's all going towards you. And that's the end of that. It was like a full page. Oh, got you. Yeah, he was saying I wanted to be different from them. And so that's interesting because I was like, is when he says them, is he talking about one person in particular? Or is he talking about multiple people? Because he didn't say like I wanted to be different from all the rest. I wanted to be different from them is like specifically what he's saying, like one person in particular. But he does say that this isn't going to last long. He says like he knows the drill. This happens. This has been going on for a long time, and this is not going to last forever. Um, so he's kind of like, just let me come back out of my shell. That's kind of what he's saying. You're welcome, Amy. Feel free to replay that message over and over if you need to like hear it again or pick up on parts that maybe you missed the first time around. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me. Oh, so sweet. Yay. Okay, so next up we have Ray. Ray, if you're in here, feel free to post your question. I saw that you donated again, so just let me know what we are doing for you, girl. You're welcome, Amy. While we wait for Ray to post, I'm going to get my charger really quickly. Because my computer's trying to die on me. Ray, if you are in here, we are ready for you, girl. Hey, Asin, thank you for checking in. If Ray doesn't check in the next like 2 to 3 minutes, then you will be next. I'm trying to think. I think she donated via Cash App. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can alert her that we're ready for her. Oh, Amy, you're so sweet. I can't wait to post them. I'll probably post at least one of them soon. I'm excited. I'm gonna finally go eat now. Yes, please eat. Please eat. That sounds good. I know I'm taking forever to drink my tea. All right, Ray, we're shuffling for you now. Does Josh and the guy from the past have combos about Ray? Wow. Immediately, we have the King of Cups. This is communication. This is expressing your feelings, talking about what you guys went through, or maybe about you in general, or maybe how things went down. I have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. But this is a yes. The King of Cups speaks on what's on the heart. So yeah, getting a yes, girl. Getting a yes. What does Josh think about it? Because he didn't invite me to his party. I think it's because the other guy was going to be there. What does Josh think about this? Please, Spirit. What does Josh think about this? What does Josh think about this? Please, Spirit. What does Josh think about it? So, Ray, this does affect Josh in a way that he's trying to remain civil, peaceful. He doesn't want to ruffle any feathers or bring on any kind of discomfort. And so I think that your intuition is right. And that's why you weren't invited, because he wasn't trying to have this like complicated situation where people that have interacted or been involved in the past or whatever the relationship is cause any kind of like friction. And so I feel like for him, even though it is something that he wanted to do, he thought this was a non-starter, and he completely shut off like any idea or plans to do this. He's over here just trying to remain diplomatic. He wants to remain fair in the situation. How does he feel towards Ray, regardless of this information or his feelings? How does he feel towards Ray? How does he feel towards Ray? He's kind of like here going where everything's going to happen in its own time. He doesn't want to force anything to happen. Again, I think he just doesn't want to cause any friction. He wants everyone to feel comfortable. He would even want you to feel comfortable. He wouldn't want to invite you to something that would make you uncomfortable. I feel like he's saying here with these three cards, everything is going to happen in its own time. He's trusting the process. He's not over here trying to force anything. But that's, again, now I realize I'm repeating myself over and over. So that's probably the end of the message. He didn't have anything to do with the other guy, and I met him at work. Josh and I have been friends. Yeah, like I completely understand that. But if he knows that there's history there, that could cause him to feel the way he's feeling. You know what I mean? Okay. Do you think that from Josh's perspective, though, that could be awkward still? You're welcome. Asin, are you here? I don't know, maybe. I never talked to Josh about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think honestly, Ray, he just doesn't want to upset anyone, make anyone feel awkward, make anyone feel uncomfortable. He's coming through with like what's right and just and fair. And so I think he's just trying to remain very civil and very diplomatic here. But you're welcome. I hope you have a good rest of your day. All right. This is for Asin. Love spread. Pulling up my little spread here. So in this reading, we will do how they feel about you, their true intentions, what you want, what they want, what brings you together, what pulls you apart, the energy around the relationship, is there anything hidden, and will the relationship be successful? Love spread between Addie and Asin. Love spread between Addie and Asin. I got it, Ray. Thank you. I'll add you back into the list, okay? I've got to double check this, but I'm pretty sure that you'll be right after this. Oh, I just realized my light died. Love spread between Addie and Addison. Spirit, please stop my shuffle. Block my shuffle when the cards are done. Okay. Spirit said we're done. All right, we are going to cut the deck. Hi, Diana. How much for a reading of the person I'm interested? I would like to donate in here. So, Diana, if you look in the description of this video, all you have to do is just click the description. It has my entire price list there. So all you have to do is click it and then browse through the different things that I'm offering. So if you're on your phone, you're going to click more, and then you're going to see where all the leaves are. You're going to click that to expand the price list. I offer readings anywhere between $3 and $30 today, and you can create your own reading with whatever ones you choose. Let me know if you have any questions. To donate, I accept PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All of those are listed in the link tree in the pinned comment. Ray, I just double checked and you are next, okay? Okay, so Aston, I'm looking through your cards right now. Okay, so, all right. So this is like a very like interesting reading. I'm like trying to understand. So this is card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes all the way to 9. Each card is a certain position. So we have how they feel about you, their true intentions, what you want, what they want, what brings you together, what pulls you apart, energy around the relationship. Is there anything that you don't know? And will the relationship be successful? So, first and foremost, I'm going to start with this last card. Will the relationship be successful? And I am getting a maybe, leaning towards a yes here. But this has a lot to do with you guys being on the same page for the future. As far as how they feel about you with the Eight of Swords, is that I think that they're doing it to themselves, but they're creating like all of these obstacles that are really not there in your way of your connection. They're basically saying, oh, I have to do this, and oh, I have to do that, and oh, well, this isn't going to work because of this. And they're like making mountains out of nothing. And it's like a mental restriction for themselves, probably due to their own fear. due to their own like worries or concerns. I feel like for them, they also aren't sure how you feel. And so this has them starting to second guess like their own feelings as well. This person here feels trapped, stuck. Um, they feel blinded, like they don't know, they can't trust anything that's going on around them. They're having a hard time maybe trusting you or trusting the situation, believing, having faith. Like I feel like for them, they're kind of going through it here. Um, and so they struggle with this. I feel like there's a lot of stuff they have to admit to themselves when it comes to you that they haven't gotten there. But I see them wanting to break free of this. The Six of Swords talking about their true intentions is that he or she, whoever they are, plans to make things easier. At first, when I saw this card, I was like, oh shit, do they want to make a break for it? So I asked Spirit, and Spirit was like, no, it's not like that. They just want things to get easier. They're ready for things to get easier. They, feel like they've been apart from you. And I feel like, because the Six of Swords talks a lot about a regretful but necessary passage, like something that has happened between you guys may suck, but it was needed. And he or she's just ready to go, like get to the other side of this where things are easier for you guys. So the Six of Swords talks a lot about like turbulent waters and turbulent rough areas of the sea, and they're just ready for smooth sailing. Like on the other side, you can see the water is more calm, and that's the direction they're heading in. So they want things to get easier. We are separated right now. No contact. He said he needed space due to financial. Yeah. In his head fears. Yeah. He's going through it himself in his head. So he's making like bigger deals out of things that aren't really there. Not in a big sense. With the Three of Swords being what you want is, I think you want him to right this wrong. You probably feel or felt maybe heartbroken, betrayed, abandoned. You may have felt like he hurt you when asking for this space, and you're looking for him to right this wrong. You want him to make this better, make this stop sucking, make this stop hurting. You're just ready. You just don't want to be in this place anymore either, which I do like that you guys are on similar paths there, wanting things to be easier, wanting things to be happier as well. The separation has been painful for both, but a learning experience. I just wasn't sure if he would come back or wants to. I think that he would want to. This card here does say like there is hope here. So what brings you guys together and pulls you guys apart? It's very simple. Brings you together, Two of Cups, pulls you apart, Four of Swords. So what pulls you apart is this disconnect. What pulls you apart is not going silent, going into hermit mode, going into no communication. That's clearly it, because I feel like you guys are so tied to one another in such a physical way, like communication, intimacy, seeing one another. Like I feel like you guys are so connected in such a physical way that it feels like when there is no communication, it's like just gone. It's just not there anymore. And not that you don't still have feelings, but it's just like it feels so dark. All of a sudden, it feels like everything went silent. What pulls you together, a strength here, is the Two of Cups. This talks about when things are good, they're really good. I feel like with the Two of Cups, this speaks to important people in our lives, seeing someone with significance. So clearly there's a mutual high level soul connection, we'll put it, between the two of you. And there's a strong attraction here, and there's a strong desire to be around one another. The energy around the relationship is the Queen of Wands, 1000%. If I hadn't already said it, I would be saying it again. The energy around the relationship has to do with fear. Fear-based mentality, fear-based thinking. The Queen of Wands is that to banish fear, have the courage to do things despite of being worried or concerned about something. Definitely overall we're good. We always work through things, but then he gets in his head. Is there anything hidden? I would say with the Seven of Pentacles, the only thing that might be hidden is self-sabotage, but the desire to work through this, the desire to try to work harder, to try to not allow maybe negative thoughts creep in and get in the way of this connection. I feel like the Seven of Pentacles is like he very much tries. He very much tries to do better, be better, do the right things. But as you can see, like in the background, there's a little cat here, and they're like pulling at that pentacle. So she's trying as hard as she can to grow. He is trying as hard as he can to grow, and he's focusing on certain things, but realizing that in the background, his little shadow is like self-sabotaging all of his hard work. So I feel like he's got some stuff to work through when it comes to that. But if you can have the patience for that, depending on your choices here, I do think that there is a future for your connection. It's something that he's going to have to work through. The self-sabotaging is absolutely something that he has to work through. And usually what corrects self-sabotage, usually what stops someone from self-sabotaging is when they finally find someone who they are more scared to lose now than to continue this pattern of self-sabotage. So my thing is that I don't know, like for example, for me, I would self-sabotage a lot of the times. 9 times out of 10, I was the one to break things off with people. And I was starting to do it here with my husband. When we were first started dating, I was doing it with him. And he was like, I do not deserve this. I've done nothing but prove to you that I'm trustworthy, that I'm loyal, that I'm here for you. I've showed up. I've been consistent. And I will not tolerate this. If this comes through again, like, that's it. Because I can't keep doing this. And that was it. That's all it took for me to go, I am terrified to lose this person. I do not want to keep repeating this habit, repeating these patterns. He's right. He doesn't deserve it. And I need to break this cycle. And it then became my fear to lose him because of my fear. And something like just clicked for me. And all has been well since then. And we just got married a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, I feel like it's just something that has to break that cycle or that pattern for him. And I feel like it's when the thing that he's fearing the most is within reach because of his fear that's causing the problem. So that's what I think. And I think that if you're important enough to him, then he will break this cycle. Absolutely. All right, Austin. So that is what I've got for you, girl. Thank you so much for your donation. We are going to move on to Ray. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we're very, very excited. We're still going through that like honeymoon stage, but we've been together for 8 years. So, I mean, you come home and you're like, okay, that's different, but it's also not. But it's a lot of fun and yeah. Okay. So Ray, if you're in here, check in with me real quick. So, Ray, I will ask for sure, but I don't want you to waste your question. And we can build on this if you want. But remember when I said, how does Josh feel about this when it comes to Ray? And it said divine timing, all in its own time. He's not going to force things to happen. So for me, from that perspective, from that reading, is that I think he will. I think he will continue to mind his business, and he's not going to interject. But if you want me to build on that and kind of like get more specifics or re-ask that same question and see if anything else comes through, I'm happy to do that. I just wanted to remind you that I did kind of ask that question already, and I didn't want you to waste a reading. So just let me know what you want me to do on that. And J Moon, thank you for the donation. Okay, let me pull you up real quick. You are going to be after Ray. Like an eyelash on my screen. Sorry. All right, so we'll build on it. And J Moon, I got your question and your donation. Thank you. So J Moon, you will be after Ray. I'm about to do Ray's right now, so just sit tight. And remember, guys, you can donate for up to 3 readings in a row. So while I'm working on your reading or before your reading is done, if you have a follow-up question, you're more than welcome to add on. If you donate for more than 3 questions in a row, then I will just add you back into the rotation. But that's just like a little reminder. Okay, so we're going to build on this for Ray. She's looking for more information. She said, is Josh going to continue to mind his business, or is he going to help this man reconnect with Ray again? It keeps coming up for her that they are going to reconnect. All right, so I said, is he going to continue to mind his business? I got a yes, the world. And then I said, is he going to interject? Because I just wanted to be clear. Is he going to interject? Is he going to involve himself? And I'm getting a no, 7 of wands. This here kind of looks like someone just tossing something out to the wind, saying like, wherever the wind takes the situation is where it's meant to be. I'm letting it go. I'm letting God. Like, I feel like for him, he's saying like, this is not my challenge. This is not my place. This is not my, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I see him wanting to interject at this time. I feel like he's just kind of off doing his own thing. Page of Wands talks about marching to the beat of your own drum, doing your own thing, not really following what someone else would want of you. Is he going to continue to mind his business or help reconnect? Look, so we've got someone who's just trying to follow their intuition. I feel like for him, he feels like this decision to kind of stay out of things is best for everyone involved. the Four of Swords talks about going quiet. So if you look up the Four of Swords in Google, for example, or if you go Four of Swords in Google, what does it mean? It's going to tell you retreating, going quiet, going silent, taking time away to like maybe recharge or rest or whatever. But essentially, the general energy of this is going quiet. It's being quiet, it's not communicating, it's sometimes solitary or being on your own. So I feel like for him, he's not in this place to barge in or charge in to try to help reconnect. I'm wondering if you're right, Ray. You are right. In an indirect way, he is kind of putting himself in it because he's drawing a line. In that regard, I completely understand what you're saying. I also too feel that he just thinks he's doing by doing nothing, he thinks he's doing what's best by letting things go, by not trying to because like at the same time, so he's kind of in like a weird place because if he invites you, then he's involving himself. And if he doesn't invite you, then he's also involving himself in this decision. So I think for him, it was just like the less I do, the less I can be uninvolved. Um, so yeah, I think that's kind of how he looks at it. Is he's just like, well, either way, I'm involving myself indirectly, but this is an easier way, I guess. That, I mean, yeah, I don't know, girl. I don't know. But didn't you say this other person, regardless, is like in a relationship? So, I mean, if I'm understanding things correctly, I don't think that he would try to reconnect you with this person, anyways. So with Josh in particular, like if he keeps coming up in your readings, to me that just says like his energy is around you, that he is maybe even involuntarily in the mix of the situation between you guys. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. I don't recall. I typically don't remember readings. Oh, you're saying the guy from your past. Okay. Yeah, I was saying that I don't really recall all of the readings that I get or have given you, but I do remember this person circling back around. I'm sure some of that information is from the readings that I've given to you. Have you gotten readings from other people as well that's coming to the same conclusion? He comes up in everything and it's annoying. Um, are you worried that you guys are going to reconnect? Like, is that something that you're trying to avoid? Is that why you're so concerned about it? Because if it were me, I would just kind of be like, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. and I can't stress myself out or give myself anxiety over this. And if you're worried about reconnecting with him, like if you don't want to reconnect or you're trying to stay out of it yourself, then, just be happy that you weren't invited and stuff, I just feel like sometimes, even though someone's like in our energy and they want to come around, it could just be that he's like really thinking about you, and maybe like that chapter for him isn't necessarily closed. But also, like, we have to take responsibility for how we're involving ourselves too in that energy exchange. So the more you give to it, the more heightened things get, and the more like you notice his energy and just all kinds of things, and more of his energy is going to come into your readings. So it's like, determine for yourself if this is something that you even want. And if you don't, if you come to the conclusion that you're trying to just separate yourself, then just give less energy to it, But you're welcome, Ray. Absolutely. All right. So next up we have J Moon. All right. J Moon says, is G at my workplace dating M? What's their relationship? I'm not stressing when it's going to happen. It is what it is. I just wondered if they were talking about me, because why else would Josh act like that? Yeah, I got you. And it's funny because as you were saying that, it's right here. Where is it at? Where did it go? I literally just saw it. Oh, there it is. When you had said that to me, the King of Cups was showing its face again as I was putting your cards back in the deck. So I do think that there's been communication about you to this person. I also think there's nothing better than just going directly to the source as well. So, if you want to confront Josh about this, since he's your friend, I think that's also understandable. If you wanted to communicate with him directly about it and try to get better clarity or better information as to what's going on here. All right, so G Moon says, is G at my workplace dating M? Is G at J Moon's workplace dating M? So, and I'm so sorry, my light is going away. I had like an overhead light, and it's of course getting darker in here right now. I'm trying to see if oh, that's a little weird. That's also weird. I just feel like it's getting so dark, and my overhead light is not doing what I want it to do. That looks weird. Okay, just ignore me while I try to do this. Okay, so J Moon, I'm sorry about that interruption. I'm just noticing how dark it's getting in my house. So they are involved. Yes, they are involved. Are they an official relationship? It's possible. I'm not getting that per se, but I am getting that they're involved romantically. We have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords. What's their relationship, please? What's their relationship? It's new. It is new. It looks really physical. So there is some desire for affection. They're working on taking things to the next level, though. I am getting that. So whatever they are in the relationship, I'm getting dating or like heavy flirtation and like crushes and stuff. So if they are not already going on dates and spending time alone, they are working to that stage. But I'm getting like a lot of flirting, a lot of like affection, physical touching. This could even be a sexual relationship purely. Um, I see like communication going on back and forth, back and forth. There's a lot of like um, witty remarks, banter. This could even be that they've taken their relationship online. So even if they work together, this could be something that they're taking virtual. So they could have exchanged their phone numbers, they could have exchanged like Snap, Instagram, things like that, to where they take their relationship outside of the workplace into like another world, so to speak. So, yeah, I'm getting that they're involved romantically. I do feel it's mutual, and I feel like they're working towards taking something to the next level, but I don't know if it's quite gotten there yet. I don't think it has. So, J Moon, that is what I have for you. Let me know if you have any questions about it. All right, guys. Well, that is where I'm going to leave it. I hope you'll have a lovely rest of your night. It looks like I've gotten through everything on my list. I don't know if I'll be back tonight. Sometimes if I stream more than once in a day, it's very like random. So if I see you, I see you. If not, I will see you guys next time. I hope you have a lovely rest of your night. J Moon, thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed your reading with me or that I gave you some kind of clarity. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.